Um, this poem's called Walk a Mile in My Shoes, and it's part anthem, part public service announcement. Walk a mile in my shoes. Oh, and some of the things that are described in here happened to me, and some happened to dear friends of mine. Walk a mile in my shoes and pay your dues for wearing a transgender hat. Imagine that. Yes, imagine that you get that sidelong stare like you're not really there, where they have every right to exist, but you don't. You don't get to say to the world, hey, I'm a girl, if that world is your parents' house, and they douse you with, you'll go to hell, or for God's sake, don't tell your brother. Or just use another means of getting through and just plain beat the crap out of you. You don't get that job that would keep you off the street, buy you food to eat, keep you warm and dry, instead of questioning why the hell the only way to make it is to rent your body. You don't get that apartment lease because the peace would be disturbed by a guy dressed as a girl. The plural of the binary is just too scary. Besides, what would the neighbors think? You don't get to pee in the only restroom that makes sense. I mean, what is the offense? Just because the powers that be can't see beyond their own perversions, the versions of which end up being laws that let them feel righteous, and guess what? They really don't want you in either bathroom. You don't get the security that while you recover from your surgery, your body and your core identity are respected, not rejected by a nurse who would rather curse than address you as she. You don't get a chance to romance a guy who caught your eye, and try as you might, the sight of you makes him turn away or say he's gay, which would be okay except that he's really straight and can't wait to vacate the premises. You don't get the right to simply exist as the MAGA octocracy twists you into a binary box that mocks your identity with their obscenities that paint you as a non-entity. Getting rough? Had enough? But hey, we're walking that mile in style, head held high. You can't deny that there's power in the feeling that you own your own space. In the face of the disgrace of all that nonsense, your defense is standing proud, standing up to the crowd. Well endowed with your self-awareness, girl, you own it. You own the right to fight for your identity, your serenity, your seat at the table, because you're able to see that you can be free from gender prison. You get to step outside of the box that locks the guys to their rocks. You get to clock their world and say, with your banner unfurled, saying, I'm out of my closet, and then pause it. How about you? You get to amuse yourself with the 10th or 12th time someone you don't even know chimes in with, so have you had the operation? You get to smile as you watch the wheels turn as the brain starts to burn of a passerby who, try as he might, can't reconcile the sight of your graceful presence. You get to walk with all the people of color, the women, the poor, the gay, who still fight the same battles you're fighting today against the patriarchy and its duped recruits in their blood-stained suits of armor, protecting themselves from the other. You get to learn your true worth because you're giving birth to your authentic self, no puppet on the shelf. You're out there swinging, showing the world, this girl ain't singing the blues, because she's got nothing to lose that hasn't got lost already. So take it from me, some free advice. Don't think twice, just roll the dice. Pay the price, put your life on trial, then put on a smile, because you just walked a mile in my shoes. Thank you.